Hello everyone, I am Syamimi, the first presenter for today. Before I start to jump to our topic, let me ask you one straightforward question. How do you identify yourself in terms of gender? Well, if you are a man, you might want to stay listening to this topic as an educational purpose for you to understand your opposite gender. But if you are a woman, take the weight off your feet, grab a cup of coffee, and just listen to this informative video. Oh, hi, I'm still here. What a great and thoughtful choice of you. Okay, we are about to talk to some eye-opening issue that you are really expecting, especially for women. Before we dig even deeper, let's take a look at this reference article from the Star. Period-puberty is defined when a lack of menstruation product is occurred and being unable to afford pregnant relievers for menstruation cramps alongside stigmas and taboos surrounding menstruation cause many young girls to skip school whenever they're experiencing menstruation. Based on the definition that I just told you, there are three things to highlight, which are lack of access, inability to afford, and stigmas and taboos. Though menstruation and period is normal to experience for every woman in the world, we cannot deny how taboo the topic is to be discussed in the public. Oh, when I said public, I reminisce about this one Indian Hindi language film, Batman, released in the year of 2018 with the timeline around late 90s. The story tells us about a man who is also a husband found his newly married wife using unhygienic clothes during her menstrual cycle. Making him uncomfortable just by watching it, he thought he could do something for his beloved wife, such as convincing her to use his man-made pads with a very low cost. After several attempts of making a temporary pad, which he thinks is a better replacement for the costly one, he then realized that his sincere efforts just make it even more difficult to protect his wife from using the dirty rags because pads, menstruation and puberty are something that his fellow villagers are really ashamed to talk to. The main reason he started to make his own pads for it to be used by his wife is because he is generally struck how a piece of cotton would cost him around 55 rupees, which then is being rejected for his wife to use. When we talk about price, there is no big difference from what I saw in the movie and also in Malaysia. In Malaysia, an average pack of 16 sanitary pads costs 10 ringgits and a pack of 16 shampoos costs 28 ringgits. Those who can afford puberty will do some illogical ways of surviving it by getting pregnant or fasting. From my standpoint, the devastating consequences of puberty for girls is irrelevant. First, some of them choose to get pregnant. Second, we cannot deny the fact that there are also people who choose to get fasting to delay periods. Okay, how about the result afterwards? Those who choose to get pregnant will face a bigger issue, which is raising kids. Imagine someone gets pregnant just to save money for 9 months, but then will use their money again to raise their kids, which make them spend even more because having a child costs a lifetime. How about those who choose fasting as an option to delay their periods? For sure, it will cause hormone imbalance as the female reproductive system is insensitive to calorie restrictions such as intermittent fasting. Fasting for long periods can affect the hypothalamus of the part of the brain that regulates hormones like estrogen that are crucial for menstruation. For me, this whole situation is quite bad because menstruation is what makes us and people around you as a woman. Based on everything that I already present, I do agree that the cruciality and the relation from it with how realistic the issue of puberty needs to be exposed in order to demystify menstruation. Menstruation shall not be treated as an impure. Few things such as making the new generation learn about sex education will benefit them to live a very calm and peaceful life. Libres, a feminine care and hygiene brand owned by Vida, has pulled a campaign in Malaysia that featured images of vulvas on its sanitary product packaging interpreted into flower motifs. The Vicavaya limited edition range, which launched in early September, is inspired by Nyonya style kebaya outfits and executed by creative agency Mima Malaysia. Few people agreed that the Libres advertisements and campaigns are educational and creative and also doesn't sugarcoat menstruation. But another side of the world choose to look at it as an offensive thing and even said that the campaign brings dishonor to women and violates the norms of decency in Malaysia. So how about you? Did you find this picture before this are offensive, or is just a normal illustration putting a flower as symbolizing feminism? I will just leave it up to you for your own perspective and interpretation. That's all for me. Have a nice day ahead. Bye!